Hey everybody, this is Jasmine with Ethereal Pathways. I wanted to do another channel collective message to see what you need to know for your highest and greatest good at this time on your healing and ascension journey. And I wanted to just say that please take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't for somebody else, because I channel for a large amount of people. So there may be some sides of confirmation for some people and some for others, and some messages for some and some for others. Okay. So please only take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't for somebody else. And it doesn't matter however long ago I post this video. If you were pulled to it, there is a reason, because there's never any coincidences, I believe. So I always put the intentions when I record these videos that those who need to find them in divine timing. Okay. So I'm going to take a moment here to uh, tap into the energy and see what pre-channel messages want to come through for the collective at this time, and or signs of confirmation. Okay. These may be number synchronicities, names, anything that would let you know that this is your message. Again, if your name doesn't show up here, it doesn't mean that this is not your message. It just means there may be other messages that come out in my message and confirmation deck here. It's just a very large deck, as you can see. It's probably over, 300 cards here. So we'll just see what comes out, okay? Holy Spirit, what messages, signs of confirmation do you have for the collected today on their healing and ascension journey, things they need to know, and or signs of confirmation that this is their reading. So it being, I'm getting this Lions portal. This is a Lions portal gate on A8, which is 88. It's a number of abundance. Some of you may be seeing 88 just in general, like not today, but like in general, you may be seeing 88 or 888, 22, 222. 44 or 444, 92. That could be anything, like you're born, like graduated high school 92, whatever. Okay. So just take it however it resonates. It's going to be different numbers for different people. I just heard Stratford, Mamba, breathtaking. I just heard Siege, Merriweather. I hope I spell this right. If it's not spelled correctly, and it does resonate, the name itself, then please take that, okay? Reliable, the name Mary. I'm trying to get confirmation on what I'm hearing, because it sounds like broken something. Broken glass, broken promises. I'm trying to figure out what that second word is. Spirit, what is the second word? Please give me clarity. Okay, so I'm hearing this song called, I think it's called Walking on Broken Glass. I think it was from the 90s. Annie Lennox. Annie Lennox sings that song. So if that resonates for somebody, and you can read the lyrics and or look up the lyrics meaning, and that'll probably give me some clarity. Maybe that's a message for somebody that they're going through something right now, or that song itself is a synchronicity or sign for somebody. Wow, it's talking about abandonment. So since you've abandoned me, my whole life has crashed. Won't you pick the pieces up? Because it feels just like I'm walking on broken glass. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's got to be a sign for somebody. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What other signs of confirmation, Holy Spirit, do you have for the collective watching this that this is their reading? Stevie, Romeo. Keep hearing some of the same things off and on, because a lot of you are still watching my videos. You're still in my energy. By the way, if you want to get more, let's just say, parts of the reading and confirmations for you in these readings, if you like the videos, you can like the videos and subscribe. Subscribing is free. It doesn't cost anything, but that will create a stronger, more stable, energetic connection between you and I, to where I can pick up on more messages to include you in some of these collective messages. Okay. I am getting 77 again, or 777, 23, 42, 97, 68, 49, 111, 84. That sounds a confirmation, Holy Spirit. Does the collective need for this message to know that this is their message? Signs of confirmation. Mark and Smith, remain grounded, I just heard. I've been going out pretty much every day if I can in my yard and grounding my bare feet in the grass. And then closing my eyes and breathing 4 seconds in, hold it for 4 seconds and 4 seconds out. And I do this several times over a few minutes. And sometimes I'll go out there more than once a day if I feel a little bit like shaky or a little bit of high energy, chaotic, because a lot of us are getting these light code activations right now. We're all being triggered onto our ascension and spiritual awakening journey. And a lot of our psychic abilities are being activated. Our crown chakra, our third eye chakra, our sacral, our fruit, all this stuff is being activated. And then a lot of these chaotic things are coming up for us to clear and release right now. And so I'm getting this message. All of us are going through it. I'm going through it too. Okay. And so I'm getting this message consistently that we all need to stay grounded outside, or you can use grounding stones like black obsidian, and other grounding stones, smoky quartz, other ones to assist with that. That will help you ground, and or you can use breathing methods and close your eyes in prayer, and also just visualize. Again, just to breathe. You could do different things. Okay, you can look up different ways of doing that, but the most straightforward way is to go out and put your bare feet on the ground, like outside. You could breathe through that, and it'll help recenter you and ground and stabilize a little bit, calm and centered, and not overwhelmed. A lot of us are going through major life shifts and changes at this time. And we've got some eclipses coming up too that are going to bring additional changes. And now Holy Spirit's bringing back my memory about what I said. Maybe was it yesterday or the day before, where I said a lot of us are in the eye of the hurricane right now. And so there's going to be additional turbulence on the backside of that storm as we hit that storm wall. And that, okay, I'm being told it's with these eclipses, this eclipse season. So there's going to be a few weeks here where we're going to be, we're kind of maybe in the eye of the storm right now around this 8/8 portal, but a lot of us are going to be coming into a little bit more turbulence. Nothing to be feared. Okay. These are just messages giving you a heads up of things that are coming, so you know to expect it. And so you know, oh, that's right. Spirit said this in this message, and I need to just go out and ground. Okay. Because I knew this was coming. So, okay. So you're not in fear because it's part of the ascension process. Okay. Margaret, I'm getting the name Margaret, Samantha. I'm seeing a lion, so yeah, there's definitely been a lot of Leo energy, and this could be this 8/8 Lionsgate portal because we are Leo season right now. But I do feel like a lot of you are Leos. You got Leo prominently in your chart, or watching this Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in your birth chart, and you can look that up. You can look at that up for free if you have your birth certificate and your time of birth, your location of birth, and the date, obviously. The Lionsgate portal today is from what I understand, it's about abundance. And I'm still learning about astrology and things like that. But it's about like if you make intentions on today about what things you want to manifest in your future, it could be relationship, it could be abundance, like financial abundance, financial stability, a house, what a car, whatever, okay, and or peace in your home and or a new home, okay. So whatever it is, you can write your intentions and pray about that and focus on that intention, and you can give it to God and just say, thank you for already bringing this into my life. And then just as if it's already done. So the Lionsgate portal is about manifestation because 88 is about abundance. Okay. And abundance can mean anything. It's not just financial. It can be abundance and love in your life through different relationships, whether it be friends, family, and that could be healing relationships as well. Could be part of that abundance. And I'm being guided to say this, okay, because this is something I'm going through right now in my personal life. It could be healing relationships within your family that have been turbulent or have had some hurt in the past. And or it could be getting that abundance and stability in your life, abundance in finances, abundance in possessions. It can be abundance in a romantic love. So whatever you want to manifest, Lionsgate, again, take it or leave it. You can write those intentions down and basically manifest that, okay? And receive, and ask and you shall receive. I just heard ask and you shall receive. But again, you have to surrender the outcome. When you do this, it's as if you need to visualize as if it's already done and in your reality. And again, this is like a focused intention like you do in prayer and meditation. All right. I got Leo, lion. Okay. And you can look up the spiritual meaning of a lion. That may mean something for somebody as well. What other signs of confirmation, Holy Spirit, do you have for this collective that this is their reading? Carl, the name Carl, Richard. I'm getting to something about the mountains, and I'm trying to ask Holy Spirit, where is this at? Because I'm seeing it from an aerial view, like if I'm in a low flying plane, like a small personal craft, like flying over woods, like like mountains, like just see a bunch of trees and then mountains ranges. Where is this, Holy Spirit? I'm feeling like it's Kentucky somewhere. I don't know why, but because I didn't think that was mountains there, but I guess there is. Yeah, because Mammoth Cave, in that in Kentucky, I think there's some little mountainous areas out there. So I don't know. I'm feeling like Kentucky. I don't know if that will be resonate for somebody. Maybe either you're going there or you live in that area or you're from that area. Again, this is take it however it resonates. If it doesn't resonate for you, it's for somebody else. I'm just putting mountains and like woods, okay, being significant. Okay, so I'm hearing heart chakra healing. So a lot of us are going through a heart chakra healing right now. We're being guided to heal our hearts about some pains and wounds that maybe have been caused recently or in the past with people, and forgiving others and releasing that pain. And this doesn't happen just once. This is something that I dealt with, and I've learned through my experience, especially this last year, about how forgiveness works. In my experience recently, I used to think that, okay, well, we need to forgive others and you just do it once and let it go. No, I've learned that it's a process. It's a long, drawn out process, just like grieving is a long, drawn out process where you may do it years after the fact. You'll get random like waves of emotions that come all over you to cry or miss somebody greatly all of a sudden as you're still grieving somebody. And so my experience anyway has been that forgiveness works in the same way. There's layers to it. So it doesn't happen just once, like I said, in my experience. And anyway, that's what I'm sharing. So maybe look at that, because I feel like some of us think that we've forgiven somebody, but look at how you are, like if you bring up this person in conversation with somebody else that maybe there's some unforgiveness there in the past, listen to how you're talking about it, like from a third person. Try to like remove yourself and think about how you're saying what you're saying, the emotions behind it, and your tone of voice is very important, because that will tell you a lot right there. If your tone of voice gets very elevated, you start cussing, or you start getting very irritated when you're talking about this person that you supposedly forgave in the past, that's a sign right there that there's still more forgiveness needed. And allow that. Maybe go into that and look at that and take a few moments to forgive again and send them love and forgive them, because again, wounded people hurt people. A lot of these people, sometimes it may be malicious, okay? But you got to remember, deep down inside, that comes from a wound somewhere in that person. And remember, we're all connected in some way. So we're all like brothers and sisters here, but we're all connected. We all have the same creator. So if there was something deep down inside that person, and it's hard to see it. I know. I go through that too. It's hard to see it. Why did this person hurt me? It was malicious. And no. This came from a wounded place. Somewhere deep down in their childhood, probably, somebody wounded them. And it made them come from a place of that negativity where they felt like they had to steal or rob or whatever from others. And there's layers to this forgiveness. So it may take us several years to forgive somebody. But as long as we continue to work on that and continue to release, surrendered it to the divine and pray, send them in love. You say, I forgive them in love and light. Please remove this unforgiveness from me. Holy Spirit, I forgive this person. Again, it's a process. So I'm feeling guided to tell people that, okay? I'll write that down. Okay, thank you. Holy Spirit, what other signs of confirmation do you have? I am here in Ozarks, so that may be also another place that somebody resonates with, and that's Missouri. I'm seeing a gray tabby cat, and I just heard Smoky. I am hearing Smoky Court. Okay, so that could be what that is, but maybe that's a different name for somebody's cat or something. Smoky Quartz. I'm gonna write it separately. That does help with negativity and stuff, and negative energy. I'll pull from the crystal deck as well. I have a couple more of these decks, like the block chakra deck, and I don't remember which one this one is. Okay, those are like self-love and or shadow work suggestions. Spirit, what other signs of confirmation do you have before I move to these other messages? I just heard karmic rewards. So some of you are going to be getting some karmic rewards or seeing that happen in yours or other people's lives, maybe that have wronged you in some way. You may start noticing that karma is going to be starting to hit certain individuals that may have wronged you in the past. Okay. Chantel, and again, if I misspell your name, I apologize. Just take it if it resonates, if the name sounds right. I'm seeing is this a chestnut or, okay, a chestnut horse? So I don't know if somebody has a chestnut colored horse. I'm seeing dragonflies, maybe a sign or synchronicity from somebody. You may be seeing a lot of dragonflies coming up to you closely and flying near you a lot. Okay, that's a sign from spirit. Again, these are messages. Your guides, your angels, and Holy Spirit will bring these messages. And your past on loved ones will bring that. And hummingbirds, I'm getting. So dragonflies, hummingbirds, and butterflies. Okay, maybe noticing that's been coming out a lot in these readings. You may be seeing any number of these things. Okay, I'm being guided to start pulling from these decks. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from this self-love suggestion deck here that I created. Holy Spirit, what messages do you have that something that could assist them on their healing and ascension journey at this time? Okay. Self-love suggestion. Do one thing that scares you or gets you out of your comfort zone today. Okay. Do one thing that scares you or gets you out of your comfort zone today. All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So let's move on. Trying to find a place because I'm running out of room here. I'm going to go to okay, I might move to this one first. The chakra, the blocked chakras. Spirit, do you have one that they want to maybe focus on at this time? What chakra blockages that maybe they want to focus on at this time? Thank you, Spirit. Blocked third eye chakra. Okay, so that's your intuition. If you're not following your intuition and you're using your head over your intuition and logic and stuff, that could be something you need to look at instead of what you're pulled to do and something your gut feeling's telling you to do something differently. Mental fog, no intuition, overthinking. See, overthinking again, using the ego brain to override what your gut's telling you to do. Overthinking or doubting, rejecting new ideas, lost purpose. So some of you are maybe being woke up and you're starting not to resonate with maybe your current job or career path. And maybe you're questioning things like, am I supposed to be doing this? What am I supposed to be doing, God? Like, what is my life purpose here now? Okay, a lot of us are going through this, not just you. A lot of us are. I'm going through it right now by doing this. This is something I'm going to tell you. I've said this in so many prior videos. If you're new, I'm going to say it again. Look at this. Came right out. I'm going to say this again. I had my biggest fear when I was in high school was getting up, and even in middle school, was getting up in front of people and speaking. I was terrified of being on stage. I was terrified of just people watching me and looking at me. I felt judged. I felt in fear again. I wanted to be the one in the back of the classroom hidden. I didn't want to be seen. And yet, of course, that's the one thing God wanted me to do, was put myself out here with my spiritual abilities, assisting people with healing and their spiritual awakening journey and coming into their life purpose and their psychic gifts being activated, the gifts of the spirit being activated for them to use in their new journey. Okay. And a lot of us are being activated right now. Our psychic abilities are being activated. We're now discovering that we're getting mood swings. We're picking up, we're empaths. We're picking up on other people's emotions around us. We don't know why all of a sudden we feel bad or we cry and then out of nowhere, and it's not anything that we were thinking about or anything. And so this comes from your abilities being activated. And it can be a lot of confusion going on with that. You might be feeling like you're going crazy, and that's part of the process. That's what I'm here to assist people with. And I had to move past my fears and my self-doubts that I wasn't good enough. I didn't have enough to offer. I'm not as psychic as that person. What if I mislead people? Again, that was a big one for me because I never want to take on bad karma from misleading people. So I always have a pure heart when I do these things. Even if I do make a mistake, I always pray to God, please let me not, I don't want to mislead people in any wrong way and then get bad karma as a result of that. So please guide me through this. I always pray that. And please get my feelings out of this and only bring through the messages that the collective needs to know to assist them on their healing and spiritual awakening and ascension journey. Okay. So you may be noticing that you're going through something like that, where you're being pushed to move past your fears of putting yourself out there, like on a stage, like this. This is basically on a stage for the public worldwide. And we got to do one thing that scares you, gets you out of your comfort zone today. And that made me post one video. Some people start like this, where their face isn't on the video, and that's okay. Okay. I had to get past that fear. And the other fear I had was that I would get fired for it at my main day job. That I work, 2 jobs, and then I do this on the side, and I'm a mother, and I have a mortgage, and I have a lot going on. But I had to move past that, and I had to commit to this and fitting this in my daily activities. And I do this usually the first of every day or at night for the next day, especially if I want a day off. So I do get one day off, even though I post about 7 days a week right now. I will record sometimes the night before and then post it and schedule it to post the next day. So I get a Sabbath. I get a day off. But you may be guided to put yourself out there in some way, and or move past your fears in some way. It could be approaching somebody to express something heartfelt, like an apology. We're going to see what comes out, okay, out of this deck over here, in message deck and confirmation deck. But maybe anything like that. So you're being guided. This is Holy Spirit with these messages, okay? I don't fix cards. I don't do any of that here. I always say that. I've pre-shuffled these cards so many times and split the deck so many times, and we're going to see what comes out, okay? But Larimar was the card that came out. This is a stone. Look, throat chakra, speaking your truth. Where I didn't even look at it when I said what I just did. Peace, clarity, soothing energy of the ocean, connected to the divine feminine. So a lot of us in the collective, whether you're a masculine gender or female gender, are working on healing our feminine side. Everybody has masculine and feminine traits within each of us, okay? And the feminine side is the nurturing side. the understanding side, the receiving side of us, where we're receptive. We're not chasing something, not taking action towards something, okay, or someone. And some of us can get in imbalances in one or the other due to wounding. It could be from childhood, red calcite. You may be guided to get red calcite. It may be from childhood. It may be from past wounding from a relationship. But it can get out of balance, and you could be more feminine if you're a masculine, and you could be for feminine, you could be more in a masculine. That was me. I was more in a masculine, and I was more the chaser and the doer and the action taker because of the wounding I had received in my childhood, my younger years. I didn't get that nurturing side from my mom. I had a very toxic mother, and she was more in her masculine. So then my dad he was a very wounded person too, and did the best he could to show up for us. And again, I'm going through a lot of forgiving of my parents because they know not what they do. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. They were in wounding. So, and it just, okay, I'm going to go to this red calcite. Grounding, soft vitality, and emotional resilience, root chakra, inner power, willpower, motivation, manifestation, boundary protection. So some of you are having issues with boundary protection. That'd be a good stone for you to get to, and the grounding as well. All right, thank you, Spirit. Do we want one more from this? Okay, I'm going to pull one more. Spirit, what other stone do you have for the collective today for this reading? Okay, coralite. Okay, good for clearing mental blocks, emotional grounding. Again, emotional grounding, reducing stress, enhancing vitality. Root chakra again. I'm surprised the root chakra didn't come out. Root chakra is tied to your stability. Okay, and that could mean your house, your home. A lot of you may be going through changes, maybe in a marriage where there's a divorce happening, and maybe you're having to move out or separate right now from somebody, and or you having financial issues or financial instability, and that's tied to your root chakra. Your stability is tied to your root chakra. And so when you have all these issues going on, that it's usually a root chakra blockage or a clearing that needs to happen. So, all right, so we're going to move on. Spirit, do you want me to pull? Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do this. You see how big this deck is, right? So I usually split it. Look at that marriage. Went through a recent relationship breakup marriage. Do I need to take this, Spirit? Okay. Somebody, again, this could be you or somebody in your energy you could be in no contact with. I'm picking up on the viewer's energy and who's in your energy and or your energy. You could be mirroring somebody. Somebody could have went through a recent relationship breakup, and it could have been a marriage. Okay, but we'll see what else comes out. Okay. So I'm just going to shuffle these. So you can see I'm shuffling cards. I'm not going to look down. All right. Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time on their healing and ascension journey? You see there's quite a bit of these in here, okay? You can see that. Somebody has blue eyes because I'm now split today and just have to look down a couple of the times and saw blue eyes. Somebody could have blue eyes, either watching this video or somebody in your energy. And again, it could be somebody new coming in. You don't know. We'll see what else comes out. Okay. Someone wants to pop in unexpectedly to talk and apologize to you. A heartfelt apology for hurting you. It can be somebody that went through a recent relationship breakup of a marriage. Okay. Again, take it however it resonates. Use your intuition for all of these messages. Okay. A lot of this is just for confirmation of stuff a lot of you are already going through, and or you've been sensing if it's somebody you're in no contact with. Okay. Just take it however it resonates. Okay. This person. Okay. This could have been not an evenly reciprocated relationship in the past, or is not. This, okay, could have been a past relationship. Be persistent, keep going or trying. So whatever you're working on, whether it's healing, whether it's moving forward in your life in some way, working past your fears and putting yourself out there in some way, whether it be your passion work, your spiritual work that you're being pulled to do, be persistent and keep going and trying. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay, okay, we're going to see what else comes out with this. It says this relationship may result in long-term stability and or marriage, and that could be what that may. Maybe they're ending a marriage, and then somebody heading towards you we're going to see what else comes out, could end in long-term stability or marriage for you. Okay, a past friendship that never got to turn into a romantic relationship. Okay, again, use your intuition with these messages. Don't make something fit if it doesn't fit. Okay. This is going to be messages for some of you, different things for different people. Okay, you or this person could have a child or children already. Starseed life purpose, soul purpose in this lifetime, the freedom bringer and disruptor. Focuses on breaking down rigid, outdated, and oppressive paradigms. Encourages personal sovereignty, independence, and shifting restricted mindsets, commonly tied to Andromedan or Lyran. I picked up on the lions. Thank you. I just saw signs of confirmation, goosebumps. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. That's that Lyran energy, that lions. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody's been feeling stagnant or stuck in your life. That could be a sign of confirmation for you. Maybe this is something you're going through right now. This could also be somebody that's mirroring your energy that maybe you're in no contact with. Okay. Then use your intuition. Here, oh, there's the other self-love. I was looking for that. It got mixed up in this deck. So apparently Spirit wanted this to come out too. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it below this one. Let's see. Take 5 to 10 minutes daily to meditate and focus on being grateful for the love and the things you have now. That's a wonderful, wonderful idea. Okay. So I'll move this down. Okay. Block third eye. Okay. All right. Oops. That's Karmic left by itself. Freckles may be significant for somebody watching this. Okay, here, I'll put it right. Somebody may have a military style haircut. Again, it doesn't have to be military, but that can be very short or pulled up for your professional attire. Water sign may be significant. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio also rules intuition, emotions, psychic abilities. Could be the activation of a lot of your psychic abilities. Some of you are being told you have multiple choices in love coming in. Okay, as you're working on yourself and focusing on yourself and your healing, could be in separation from somebody. You could be having multiple choices in love coming in, okay? You and or somebody in your energy could have ended a karmic life cycle, ended a karmic life lesson cycle recently, okay? And this could be somebody new coming in. Maybe they just got a divorce themselves or ended a relationship themselves and they're healing. Archangel Azrael can be working with you. You can also pray to Archangel Azrael if you're grieving lost loved ones, that maybe you lost somebody recently and or somebody from the past, and maybe there's another level of grieving that needs to happen. Okay. Comfort of the grieving also rules over ego death and major life transitions. So you can also pray to Archangel Azrael. Again, you can do whatever you are guided to do with your intuition and spiritual rebirth. So a lot of you, this confirms what I've been going through. A lot of you are going through this ego death at this time. And we're all going through it. And you can pray to Archangel Azrael, but he's assisting us right now through these major life transitions that a lot of us are going through, and ego death and rebirth. Sacral chakra. So some of you are maybe working on clearing this, and this is being activated. Creativity and emotional flow. So if somebody's been holding back feelings from you, look, this came out too. So somebody wants to pop in unexpectedly to talk and apologize to you, a heartfelt apology. And when you work past clearing these sacral blockages, that helps with that emotional flow. Sorry, that was my dog coughing. It helps with that emotional flow. It's not just the heart chakra and the throat chakra. It's also the sacral chakra. And when you allow those feelings to flow without being held back or controlled in some way, to express love and emotions for somebody else, that helps clear your sacral chakra. So if you're noticing you have like a creative block of some sorts in your business or whatever you do, it could be any form of creation, that could be something that you need to look at, okay? But a lot of you are working through this right now, clearing this. Also, you may have issues with expressing love through sensuality to somebody and or other like libido issues, okay? You could wear the color orange. That's the color of the sacral chakra. That's the frequency. Again, colors are frequencies. They're frequencies of light, okay? And sacral chakra resonates with that frequency of orange. So you can wear anything orange. It could be carnelian, a stone, a crystal. It could be the color orange of a shirt, okay? Whatever it is, that could assist you as well, all right? And it's tied to the water element. No coincidence that water sign came out. Look at this. So I'll put that right below there. Past life soulmate connection could be past, present, or future. Again, use your intuition. Someone in your energy is jealous or envious. So some of you could be getting evil eye. Maybe you're moving on from a past relationship, and or somebody in your energy that you may be in no contact with could be, look, they ended a karmic cycle with somebody and they may be wanting to come and talk to you, and their person that they have left behind could be sending you evil eye and or jealousy and envy. So clear your energy and ground yourself, okay? Because that energy is projected at people psychically, okay? And they could very well have a good idea where this person could be heading. And that could be why you may be picking up on some of this, okay? So clear your energy and ground yourself. You can sage, you could use castorilla, holy water, spray it in your house, whatever you are guided to do, okay? All right, throat chakra, look at that. Speaking. Look at this. Speaking. And that emotional flow of the sacral. Somebody needs to speak their feelings of emotions to somebody. That's what that's saying to me. Okay? Throat chakra. Somebody's working on clearing this, coming to speak their truth to somebody. Blue, the color blue, so you can wear blue and or use blue stones like sodalite, okay, and other stones like Larimar, okay? Throat chakra again. Look at that. So I might move that down. We'll see here if I can fit it in here. Let me see if I can fit that in. Try to keep these straight so you guys can see this. All right, throat chakra. All right, here we go. And again, it's tied to the feminine. The feminine is the nurturing, the emotional side, and the water side of everybody. Okay, healing is still needed. Someone still needs to heal. You and or this person or both, maybe you're in separation with, need to heal. Okay, King of Cups. Wow, this perfectly ties in with this. Somebody is, I feel like, moving into their King of Cups energy, and this could be somebody in your energy already and or you. Okay, where somebody, it's again masculine. This doesn't have to be a masculine. A woman could be in King of Cups energy. Again, it's we embody both masculine and feminine. But what you and or someone in your energy is moving into their King of Cups energy. Emotional maturity, probably learned some life lessons through some karmic. What did I hear? Karmic rewards. That's karmic justice in a situation. Maybe somebody that wronged you in the past, and they're guided to come towards you and admit what they did, apologize, and express why they did what they did and the emotions that they have for you. Okay, it says emotional maturity, compassion, balance, grounded, calm amidst chaos. Water signs again, diplomatic. So again, a lot of heavy water going on in this message here. Again, this even if water isn't in your chart prominently, this is energy, okay? Water energy is about emotional flow and emotions, okay? So this could very well be somebody, it could be and or for some people where you do have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in your chart, and or somebody wants to speak their truth to somebody and express their love and affection and apologize for how they treated somebody. They're being guided to open up and be authentic and true. Ancestral healing, generational curse breaker. So a lot of you are breaking these ancestral curses. You can maybe notice that you have patterns in your family of people being closed off emotionally and or repeating cycles over and over, generation after generation. You may notice if you have siblings, they may be going through something similar in their life with their relationships where they're choosing one over the other. They're choosing, like in my case that I noticed recently when I ended this recent karmic cycle in my life with this person I still dearly love, it was choosing a man over children, your own children. And I didn't see that at the time. Again, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. I was torn because I felt such a very strong, and it was a soul tie. I've now discovered we have a soul tie, which is it could be very hard to break. Okay. And it could be also, it could cause more of a trauma bond if it's more toxic, where you're not healing, you're not working through that healing of those things with that person. And a lot of times you gotta break it off and you gotta do the healing. And maybe one day when you both do the healing, again, it's free will choice on both sides. Whether you're not going to do the healing, you can come back together and be friends or more, whatever. Okay. But again, it's all free will choice. And I feel like a lot of us are breaking these kind of patterns where we have a soul tie with somebody and we were pulled back to multiple times, and then we're seeing, okay, well, there's a lesson here I needed to learn about myself. There was something I was settling for or not seeing what I was doing in a situation that could have kept me coming back to this person, or I wasn't seeing something within myself. I wasn't looking at myself and my own actions and how I caused all this, and karmic retribution happened right back. Again, it happens to the best of us, even the most pure of heart. It can happen to us because of wounds that we haven't healed from yet. We're always in a process of healing throughout our lives. Healing isn't linear. It doesn't happen overnight. The deeper the wound and the longer you've had it, a lot of times the longer it takes to heal that. And it comes in layers. So a lot of us are still working through these wounds, okay? And have grace for yourself. Have love for yourself. Be understanding with yourself. Don't beat yourself up, because I've went through this recently again. I've been saying this. We have to look at those hard truths about ourselves, because maybe we were accepting less than what we deserve in a situation. And we didn't want to see that because of the soul tie that we had with somebody. It was an overwhelming connection that we've had with someone. Okay. And in the past, I didn't have this hard of a time letting go of somebody. So I can understand if a lot of you you're being pulled back and over and over to somebody. Look, I had a random card over there. Your passed on loved ones are so proud of you for choosing your peace and happiness. So this is a message for somebody. Look, you ended a karmic cycle, and your past on loved ones are so proud of you for choosing your peace and happiness over probably what would have been a very strong soul tie with somebody. You've had many, for probably some of you for many years. What the divine has destined will not be stopped. Okay. 1111, some of you may be seeing 1111 as a number synchronicity, new beginning, spiritual awakening, leadership, creation, and alignment. I've been getting this a lot lately. A lot of you are being awoken to your new spiritual path, and it could be in leadership, spiritual leadership in some sort of way. You could be guiding others through speaking about your experiences and through spiritual awakening and spirituality, any number of things, okay? Rainbows may be a sign of synchronicity for some of you. Hope and renewal, new beginnings, again, new beginnings. Better days ahead, transformation and personal growth represent spiritual alignment, wholeness, balance, and harmony. Remorse, somebody is in a lot of remorse for something they did to somebody in the past. Okay. And the past could be 5 minutes ago. Okay. Somebody's definitely in remorse. They're feeling what they did to you and they feel terrible. Grid worker, type of light worker tasked with maintaining and repairing the Earth's energetic or crystalline grids and ley lines. So a lot of you are grid workers, and you may have noticed that you are pulled to go out in the woods or out by the ocean or in the ocean, by the beach or in specific areas. You want to travel. A lot of you like to travel, okay? And that's for a purpose. That's your soul calling you to travel, like on vacation or go certain places, maybe to hike or bike or whatever. That's your soul pulling you. Again, your intuition saying, this is part of my purpose. I need to go out and be out in the woods. I need to go in these places. And you'll notice you'll be guided to specific places. And sometimes you don't know why there's an overwhelming urge to go somewhere. Follow those intuitive nudges, because that's your soul guiding you into your soul purpose work in this lifetime as being a grid worker. Your frequency that you have will assist a certain area in clearing out negativity and or blockages in the Earth's energetic crystalline grid. And you may not even know you've been doing it. Okay. I've noticed I'm a grid worker as well as part of my life purpose here. And I love to travel. I'd like to travel more in the future, helping people and or just travel in general and help people as I go from the internet or wherever. And I love being out in nature. I love hiking out in the woods, in the mountains. I love just being out in nature, period. Being at the beach, it's my happy place. And so if that's you, you could be a grid worker. Okay. You usually tend to love nature and you love animals and you try to sometimes protect nature. You'll notice that. A lot of you are going through a major tower moment right now, and or someone in your energy is going through a major tower moment. You could be mirroring each other. And tower moments are not always bad, okay? And again, it's how you look at it. Because some of us may think, oh my God, whatever. But after the fact, after things calm down from a tower moment, you're like, yeah, I'm kind of glad that happened because I wouldn't have seen XYZ about this person, or I would not have left that job, or I would, what I mean, and maybe it was a job that wasn't no longer for you and you were being guided to go somewhere else and you weren't leaving. And so maybe you were let go and because you weren't leaving when you were being pulled to leave. And so that can happen too. That's a tower moment. Something you were not expecting. And so a lot of us are going through things like this because we're being realigned for a new path that we're supposed to be on for our soul's journey. Okay. Chaos, chaotic energy, ungroundedness, confirmation with this grounding I was getting. Ground a lot like that. I channeled that. That's a confirmation. So a lot of you are going through all these tower moments and these changes. You're going through a lot of chaos and there's chaotic energy going on right now. And you're being guided to keep yourself grounded as much as possible outside. If you can, bare feet on the ground, in the grass, whatever, and do it as much as you can and breathe through it, okay, until you feel more of a sense of calm and centeredness. And then do it as many times during the day as you need to get that back, because a lot of you are going through a lot. Root chakra, no surprise that came out. A lot of you are working on this grounding in this root chakra. You're being guided to work on that. You notice that you wearing the color red lately. That's associated with the frequency of the root chakra. Grounding, security, stability, earth energy. Again, earthing. Some of you may be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns. You may have that prominently in your chart, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. And or this is the energy that we're being called to go into. It's more grounded, more groundedness, okay? Take it however it resonates. Grounding, staying present, manifestation to the physical. A lot of you are powerful manifestors. You're being called to ground, and so you can manifest. No coincidence is coming out on the 8-8 portal about manifestation today. So if you want to manifest these things, you need to come from a more grounded place when you want to manifest your goals and things that you feel like you want to manifest in your life. Get clear on your intentions, I'm hearing. Get clear on your intentions of what and who you want to manifest into your life. What kind of partner do you want? Do you want new? Do you want old? Do you want somebody old that's healed from the past, that's now seen the light and done the work and healed? Or do you want new? So write those things down, write your intentions down, figure out what you want, and then especially today, and manifest that. Like, work on manifesting that, and being thankful, and act like, visualize it already in your life. Close your eyes and visualize it. What would it be like? What would it feel like if you were with a person like that? And continue to do that daily until it shows up. Release and fully grieve passed on loved ones so you can heal and move forward in your life. No coincidence Archangel Azrael came out with that. So a lot of you are being guided to do another level of release of past on loved ones so you can heal in your life and move forward. Okay? It may be holding you back with your heart chakra and your sacral chakra and stuff, and expressing your love to others. And that may have been what sabotaged several love relationships in your life over the years, is a blockage because you haven't fully grieved. Maybe it was somebody that you loved, that you were in love with, like somebody you're engaged with or married to from the past. And if you haven't fully grieved them, maybe there's another level of release of grieving you need to do so that you can release that from your sacral chakra and your heart chakra and your throat chakra blockages, so you can speak your truth to somebody in the future, to express your full authentic love and emotions to them instead of feeling stuck or feeling like you're holding back. Okay? Out of fear. It comes from a place of fear, from wounding. Okay? The Hierophant energy. Again, this is Taurus energy, groundedness. A lot of us are moving, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. This is energy. A lot of us are moving in that. Look at that, the number of change, number 5. Some of you may be seeing 555 or 55. The Hierophant is a very traditional person. They're typically spiritual in some way. They have intuitive gifts. They're nurturers. They love commitment, long-term stability. They like marriage. A lot of times they are father-like figures, and they're wise. They give good wisdom, and they're typically mentors in their community, and they love community, and they're good providers. Okay. So some of you may be embodying this now and moving into this energy right here. And again, you can be a female and be in Hierophant energy, because if you want to attract that within your life, if you do want a romantic partner like this, you have to embody this energy yourself first if you're female. Okay. But males as well. Okay. Dragonfly sign us confirmation what I channeled through. So some of you may be seeing dragonflies as a sign of synchronicity. Have discernment. Pay close attention to actions. If somebody comes back, and or somebody new, of course, are their words and actions in alignment? Are what they're promising you they're going to do? Is it in alignment with what they're actually doing? Are they following through on those things? So if you are going to entertain somebody new or past, make sure you have discernment and look at their actions and their words together, and make sure that they're following through and not flaky, wishy-washy, in and out, promising one thing and then doing another. They're not consistently showing up for you, that kind of stuff. Bald head may be significant for some of you out there. Again, take it only if it resonates, okay? Blessings are on the way in divine timing. So a lot of you are being guided to work past your fears and work through some of these wounds and stuff in order to receive a lot of these blessings. And it could come in the form of a relationship, or a healed past person in a relationship, or healing a relationship, or moving on to somebody new, and or both. Okay. Again, it'll be different things for different people. King of Swords. Some of you may have been in your King of Swords energy. So somebody that's highly intellectual, and that's air sign energy. But you don't have to be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You don't have to be that. And that could be in your chart if it is Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But if not, this is a King of Swords energy. Probably was from the past, and or this is something you're embodying. What is the spirit? I'm getting something with this. Mental discipline, just authority. Okay. Speaking their truths. Okay. So I feel like, okay, with this one, what I'm getting was someone, it could be you and or another person you're in no contact with, in the past was in a King of Swords energy, where more like in the kind of like in a reverse. They were not wanting to open up. They were holding back love and emotions and feelings, and from expressing that for somebody. Okay. And they were controlling their emotions, controlling the flow, not wanting to express truth verbally and emotions verbally to somebody, that King of Cups energy. And this person's now, I believe, working on healing this so they can come speak their truth to somebody, some of you, a heartfelt apology, and they could fully express their truth and their love and emotions to you at this time. They're working on healing this right now. They're moving into this upright King of Swords. You and or someone in your energy. You're looking at the absolute truth within yourself about maybe who you were in the past and what you did to somebody. And then again, this could be you and or someone in your energy. And you're now getting the mental discipline to work on those things. See the truth about yourself and or what you did or a situation in the past and or present that you just went through. And then you're moving forward with those lessons. You're using that intelligence for your power, okay, into the future to not allow maybe the same things or not show up in those same ways for people. And yeah, you're being more authentic and just. And so you're wanting to show up more authentically in relationships and or this person. Okay. A lot of you are being guided into passion projects right now. Okay. I know this reading is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to try to wrap it up here in a minute and pull some other oracle cards. Passion work. A lot of you are being guided into your life purpose work right now. And that could be assisting others, maybe in counseling, in guiding them spiritually. I mean, any number of things, whatever brings you passion and excitement, makes you excited and you feel like it feels right to you. Again, use your intuition, what you're pulled to do. And it could be already some of your skills that you've had and you've started to notice that over the years in different jobs. Maybe you've been a good trainer. Like you're good at explaining things from different points of view and helping people. That could be you're moving into spiritual leadership in some way to train others, to teach and guide others. It could be any number. It could be a combination of that and teaching them how to ground themselves through spiritual practices, grid working. Okay. It could be any number of things. However, your intuition is guiding you and pulling you. A lot of you are being pulled to now start these passion projects or passion work and maybe shift a career. It could include what eventually shifting into a different career. Okay. But some of you may not be, just maybe something on the side. It's going to be different things for different people. Okay, this could be a sign of confirmation for somebody. If you've already been intuitively picking up on this is either you or someone in your energy. Okay, could have been going through this recently. Okay, cheating behind someone's back, sleeping around. And maybe this is your sign of confirmation. Okay, use your intuition, like I always say. I don't want to feed into anybody's like, oh no, this is what's been going on. What? Okay, no. Again, use your intuition on these things. If you've been suspecting something, and then that could be for you. Okay. I need you in my life. You are a blessing. And again, if this is something you just went through, that's going to be your sign of confirmation. This is your message. Somebody needs you in their life. They feel like you're a blessing. They have to have you in their life, even if it's just friends. Okay. Archangel Gabriel is assisting some of you and or this other person to come in and speak their truth to somebody and express love and emotions and an apology. Okay. Communication, divine revelation, truth, bringer of vital messages regarding major shifts in destiny. It could be some of you maybe having this person come back and it may be part of your destined path to work together on a life purpose, passion work. Again, taken only if you've already been picking up on that. You are enough. You're being told you're enough. Okay. Whatever it is, you're not feeling good enough for. You're not feeling like you can do. You don't feeling good enough. I'm not worth that. You're being told that you are enough by the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, and your loved ones and your angels. You are enough for this, for whatever it is. If this love coming in, okay, and or black hair may be significant. Even if you're bald, you could have black hair when you're younger. I always say that. Okay. 1010, some of you may be seeing this number synchronicity. 1010, you are on the brink of significant life changes. Embrace personal growth. Trust your intuition. Move forward confidently with goals. Again, your passion project. Consider being open to brand new love coming into your life when you are ready. Again, this is for some of you who do want new love coming in, okay? You're being asked to at least consider being open to brand new love coming into your life when you are ready, because I feel like some of you probably already have that in your energy currently, somebody that hadn't shown up yet and wanting to come in when you're done grieving maybe a situation or going through some turbulence in your life. Okay. I have healed and changed. I am no longer the wounded person you knew from the past. I was guided to create this yesterday. So this could be, again, somebody, again, from your past saying that they've now seen what they did the work, they are healing themselves from why they did it, so they won't repeat it. Okay. But again, that pay attention to thoughts and words came out. So again, make sure that you're watching consistently over time. This person's actions and their words line up, that they're not saying one thing and doing another. Can I have another chance to do it right this time? Wow. You saw me shuffling these cards, right? Yeah. Again, somebody's wanting to come back and have another chance. You want to see if they have another chance to do it right this time. Again, free will choice. If you want to do that, work on changing your self-limiting beliefs and lack mindset to begin to attract love and abundance in your life. So, Holy Spirit, your guides, your angels are asking you to work on this. Okay, we're all, including me, working on this right now. Work on changing your self-limiting beliefs and lack mindset to begin to attract love and abundance in your life. Take baby steps, take it slow. Whatever you're feeling like you want to do passion projects and or a new, maybe you're accepting somebody new from that wants to come in, take it slow with them, okay? Just take it very slow. Be friends first, that kind of stuff for a while, like maybe a few months, like 3 months before you ramp, maybe moving into a more romantic sense. Take it slow, however you're guided, okay? I want to provide for and protect you in this relationship. Wow. Okay. Muscular body type, you and or this other person. Again, only take it if it resonates. Could have a muscular body type. Emperor, somebody's an emperor energy. And feminine, you could be an emperor energy to attract an emperor in your life. You have to be of the like to attract this level. Okay. Working on yourself, showing up for yourself in those ways, setting boundaries with others that maybe are hurting you and or your family or causing instability and taking away your peace. That is emperor energy. When you take actions to do that and remove yourself and move away from people, places, and things that no longer resonate as being on your healing and ascension path and bringing you peace and stability. If somebody's not bringing you stability, you remove yourself, that's you stepping into your emperor energy to do that. Order, stability, authority, structure, fatherly protection. Aries, strategic thinking, leadership, discipline to establish firm foundations. Some of you may be coming into a new business connection, okay, in the near future, and or this could be somebody want to come back and saying here again, just take it however it resonates. And this is what we're being told to let go of. And this person is working on healing. That's in your past. They're letting go of this devil energy, this sense of control, that King of Swords energy in reverse, where they're holding back their love and emotions and not expressing it truthfully to somebody that they really maybe have feelings for. They didn't do that. And that's again temptation. They could have been in player energy too. Maybe we're talking to other feminines at the same time. But I feel like for some of you, this other card came out that said that this relationship never got off the ground. It was a friendship. And maybe they were talking to other feminines, and maybe there was an intention there that they were interested in you that way, and they were just taking it slow, and they started talking to others that then triggered you. Because again, that's double energy. That's that temptation, addiction, could be codependency as well, to have attention from others and or stay in a toxic relationship with somebody. Emotional entrapment, unhealthy patterns, and control issues. Okay. That's what they're healing. You and or this person have been working on healing, letting go of those things. New person coming in, sign a confirmation for you. Someone you don't know yet or hasn't come into your life and it is in your energy currently. And there again, figure out what you want. Do you want old? Do you want new? Or do you want to entertain multiple choices and see which one is best? But you're being guided to figure out what you want. A destined divine partnership is coming in divine timing. You have a shared life purpose, mission, love, and career. It could be this old person coming in back healed, and it could be a new person. Self-deception, not wanting to see the truth about someone or something or something about yourself. That's what we're being guided to let go of, that devil energy. Okay? A lot of us are being told, and if you haven't done this yet, this is a message for you. Look at something you're not seeing within yourself and or seeing about a person from your past. Maybe you're looking at them through rose-colored glasses still, and you're not actually seeing the pain that they caused you, and you're not remembering that. You're only remembering the good times. Again, just take it however it resonates. Someone was purposely blocking or holding back communication. Again, it's that devil energy, that King of Swords in reverse, holding that back, that wishy-washy, in and out behavior, flaky behavior, inconsistent, hot and cold. They're being guided to let go of that, okay, and be authentic and let go of those fears. Hey, what did I just say? I just looked down after I said let go of those fears and look, sign a confirmation. Hidden fears are an obstacle, and they were an obstacle in a situation from the past. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. I'm going to move on to the Oracle cards. We'll see what comes out in this. Is this the Romance Angel? I can't remember which one this is. This is a love, like some sort of a lover oracle. I have a couple of these lover oracle decks. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective out of this? Whoa, okay, thank you. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, keep an open mind. All right, thank you, Spirit. This may be somebody new coming in too. All right, thank you, Spirit. Maybe this is somebody from your past that you didn't see. Again, it was a friend, started as friends. Maybe they didn't see you as like romantic material, or I don't know. Maybe look at that engagement. Oh my goodness. What? Again, we got your destined divine partnership and marriage came out. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So somebody coming in, you and or this other person wants to bring in some kind of stability in your life and move it forward. Okay. In some way. All right. What else, Spirit? Deception. This is from the past. Look at this healing family issue. Sign of confirmation. You guys, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And this could be for someone from the past. Like, again, they were holding back love and emotions, wearing a false mask that maybe they didn't show that they were into you, and they were showing affection and love to others, the wrong people. That probably turn around and bit them in the butt in a way. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Oh my goodness, sign of confirmation of what I got with that forgiveness. Heal and look at this. Release and fully grieve past all loved ones, and forgiveness was really big. That came out when I was channeling. Sign of confirmation. Anything more from the spirit, or do we need another oracle? Okay. Let's see what else. Well, maybe one more. I thought number 5 come out. Funny. Anything else, spirit, out of this one? Thank you for hanging with me for so long. I don't like doing long ones, but sometimes I have to go with the flow. Okay, where we at? Free yourself. Unicorns may be significant for some of you as a sign. Maybe you love unicorns. It's time to take back control of your life. That's the Emperor energy. Got confirmation goosebumps. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Any more from this? Any more from this? Okay, one. Okay. Children, your love life is being affected by children. And that did come out. The children right here has a child or children already. And that could have been affecting this relationship in some way. Okay, past and or present. Okay, but I feel like somebody here is the past. Somebody here is the past. And I'm like, well, came out right anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna pull these last 3 here. All right, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So this could be someone you already know. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, and this could be someone from the past that you've been in no contact with. Okay, take it however it resonates. Finances and career, sign of confirmation with that root chakra, the stability that I was channeling. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Sorry if you hear the mower, or my neighbor's mowing the side yard right by my window over here. If you hear that, I apologize. Oops. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. That's a sign of confirmation with these other cards, okay? One more? Okay. Even it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be 10. Yeah, 10, 10. Look at that. That number came out, didn't it? That number's fantastic. Thank you, Spirit. Any others? Okay. Do I want to keep 2 or what? Well, that would be 11, 11 if I kept 2. That's funny. They said 11. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay. Any other signs of confirmation, Spirit? Okay. These are the angel oracle numbers, like angel numbers. So any other things from this one, Spirit? Okay. Reflection 987. You may be noticing numbers that are descending. 987. Look inward. Blonde hair may be significant for somebody. Look inward and evaluate your actions. Embrace introspection and self-reflection for your own development. That was coming out. One of us are being guided to look at this devil energy. Oh, okay. Which one? This one? Okay. Yeah, definitely was that one. 919, new beginnings, sign of confirmation again. A lot of you have this, you've ended a karmic cycle and you have new beginnings now in your life. You're ready to start a new chapter of your life. Be open to meeting new people. That came out too, didn't it? Consider being open to brand new love coming in your life. Okay, and this could be friends, and then they end up being more. Okay, just take it however it resonates. Any more, Spirit? Any more out of this? Stability. Oh my goodness, look at this. Sign of confirmation. That root chakra and the stability. Everybody is guided to work on right now, including this person you may be in no contact with. And you, again, 444, I channeled that number. Blonde hair, again, may be significant. Angels are guiding and supporting you, providing a stable foundation for success. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Any other messages, or is that it for now? Okay, I'm being invited to end right here. Okay, thank you so much. If you've lasted this long, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Please like, comment, subscribe, however you're guided. That does assist my channel in growing, so these messages can go out to more people. If you do any of that, thank you so much for your support and love. And I hope this gave you some clarity and some confirmations for your intuition, because that's what they're for. And I leave you in love and light. Take care and have a wonderful day or evening whenever you're watching this.